everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight for our now weekly episode of Queens of the Ring. I am Sarah, joined by my good friend Denise.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking about some wrestling stuff tonight. So,
Mitchy Poo back there, yeah, Philly. And Mitchy Poo is in the back.
yes, Mitch is back there. Yes, Queen Mitchell Foley of the Kingdom of Hardcore Sports is back there. Yes, our faithful producer for sure. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about some wrestling stuff. I don't know if there's really been like a ton of news things going on, but we'll just kind of go with the flow. So our first thing we wanted to talk about tonight is do you think that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, or do you like that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are teaming up? I think I know how you feel about it, Denise, but I'll let you go first.
The only thing I like about the two of them teaming up is they are not going to be able to coexist. That is it. It's going to be interesting. That's all I have to say. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Like, why in the hell would you have two people last time they were in the ring with each other was for a title match? That makes no sense whatsoever. Because they don't benefit each other. They don't benefit each other. Roman's like, I don't need Cody Rhodes' help. And then Cody Rhodes is like, I have no intention of signing that contract. I want nothing to do with the bloodline anymore. Oh, I got attacked by them. Let's do this.
Make it make sense.
Exactly.
Make it make sense, because it does not. You know,
stupid.
You know, honestly, when they showed on SmackDown, they showed Cody going backstage to Nick Aldis saying, "I'm not signing that. I'm done with the bloodline. I'm not teaming up with Roman Reigns." I was very happy. I got really excited because I'm like, this is, oh my God, I think I know what they're going to do. This is a perfect segue. Cody Rhodes isn't going to team up with Roman Reigns. They're going to bring Jimmy Uso back, and Jimmy's going to team up with him. And then, yeah, that was like the perfect segue to have Jimmy come back. Hey, Earl, how's it going?
Hey, Earl.
But yeah, so I was very disappointed when they didn't use that as a catalyst to bring Jimmy back.
Yeah, like when
really disappointed.
When Cody was like, I'm not signing that. Like, I have no intention. I want nothing to do with them anymore. I'm done. I was like, holy crap. For once, I was like, is hell freezing over? Because I'm actually agreeing with Cody on something for once. I never thought I'd see the day where I'd agree with him. And then,
yeah.
And then Mr. Hibbert goes and signs the contract.
Yeah, I'm just like, why are you running out there? You just said you were done with the bloodline, yet you are running out there.
Yep. Exactly.
You know, and of course, they're going to come out and attack you because it's 4-on-1.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Exactly. But where they don't think about that. Like, they do, but I'm like, is it actually making sense in your head? And if it's not, like, is your job being like threatened if you don't do this?
Well, I love it too. It's like when anybody brings up like the inconsistencies, their answer is always, "Oh, we're in the third inning of the bloodline story." Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, I don't care what inning you're in. It's got to make sense. So you're just showing Cody Rhodes being wishy-washy. You know, I'm not going to team up with Roman. Oh, now I am going to team up with Roman. Like,
come on.
But once again, I'm going to bring this up, is that it's absolutely shocking to me that after 2 years of him pursuing the championship, being in this back and forth battle with the bloodline, it is shocking to me that it was like once Cody got that title, they had absolutely no like plans for him. They hadn't tried to figure anything out. Like you're just putting him in all these nonsense, and I'm not saying the bloodline's nonsense, but you're putting him in all these nonsensical storylines, like in feuds. Like
they're
I don't like that. Oh, hey Nick, how's it going?
What's up?
Let me tell you, yeah.
Like usual. No. No, 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 no.
Yeah, I don't think Roman, like I said, I was honestly so disappointed when it wasn't Jimmy. Like, I was like, this is the absolute perfect segue for Jimmy Uso to come back. Absolute perfect segue, you know? And then this also makes me think about, Jay Uso on Raw. He's got that match with Braun Breaker next week going for the Intercontinental Championship. So I would absolutely love for Jay to win the title. I think he has busted his butt for so many years. He's worked so hard. He more than deserves it. Oh, Daniel Berry Sports, hi. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, the Bloodline storyline does need a redo or an updo. Earl, I agree. It's like it's just the same. It's like back and forth. You've got Solo and everybody going after Cody, and then Cody gets back at them, and they're going after Cody, and Cody gets back at them. It's like, they need to advance this a little bit. They really do. But that's why, like with Jay, I would absolutely love for him to get the Intercontinental title. However, it has me wondering if, Roman mentioned family on Friday.
Yep.
This is a family issue. This is between family. So I wonder if perhaps the bloodline, in somehow, some way, they're going to interfere with Jay's match and prevent him from winning the Intercontinental title next week.
Interesting. Never thought of that.
And that would bring him back into the fold because he's gonna want to get back at them for preventing him from winning the match. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you had the bloodline show up on NXT last week.
Yeah.
Just beating the holy hell out of the Street Profits, and they're in the middle of a match. Like seriously, that's what I said last week. I was like, oh my god, they're like the bloodline is on NXT. Like, what is going on with this? But yeah, I mean, Roman doesn't need to be in a teaming up with Cody.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I was just very, very, very kind of like that old saying, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I was very disappointed when they didn't bring out Jimmy Uso. Very disappointed. Or I was hoping, like, and I'm like also thinking in my head, okay, so we saw Roman last week. It's like, where's Paul Heyman? I want to see Paul Heyman. Why is he not back yet? Why is he not back yet? He should definitely be a part of this as well.
Oh, absolutely, especially after what they did to him. Like, that should fuel Roman.
Yeah. But it also makes me wonder too, if they are, the rumors, there's been a lot of rumors about what Survivor Series, are they doing War Games, and what is Survivor Series going to look like?
Yeah.
This year. So it makes me wonder, how are they going to work this into being, there have been rumors about the bloodline being involved in that. So, yeah, Roman needs Heyman and Jimmy and Jay reunion. Yeah, he does. He's realizing, I think, that Roman can't do this 4-on-1 stuff. as much as he would like to, he can't. Like, you've got to fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
So, but it makes me wonder too. Like I said, we're heading into the fall now, so we got Bad Blood coming up on October 5th, which I don't know if now is there a match at Bad Blood
For
Roman and Cody versus the?
I think that's what it's for.
Is that for Bad? Okay, I didn't know if it was Bad Blood or if they were just doing that on SmackDown.
Monday. I asked
I can't
not
remember.
Monday. Friday. I asked that
Yeah.
same exact thing. I was like, wait, is this match like gonna be at Bad Blood, or is it just gonna be on some random episode of SmackDown?
Sure. I'm sure somebody in the chat will let us know.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, you've got to start planting these seeds now.
Yes, for it to be meaningful.
I definitely agree. Earl, 4-on-1 is getting tiresome. Like I said, it's the same thing. It's the same thing over and over again, and it's super boring.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at Jacob Fatu. That man is a absolute beast, and you're not having him do any matches. Like, what the heck is that crap?
Yeah. Agreed.
Like,
Agreed.
Come on.
100%. I was like, you want a friggin' show? Put that damn man in the ring. He will blow you mind.
He's crazy good. He is crazy good. I mean, his aura is wonderful. His presentation, his theme music, like his entrance, like he is on point.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's excellent in the ring. Like that the moonsault thing that he does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
What the heck? Actually, Jacob Fatu solos at Bad Blood.
Oh.
Interesting.
Wait, did they say that's happening? I didn't think that they announced. They haven't. I don't think announced that yet.
Yeah.
That's something like that's happening. So that's why I wasn't sure. Like, are they going after Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa for the tag titles? I mean, Roman and Cody. I'm not sure.
Oh my God! I swear to God.
And Solo.
Cody and Roman go. Oh my God! That would be the biggest friggin' joke in the goddamn world. That'd be worse than Cody and Jay. And that was a joke.
I'm sorry. I thought Earl meant that Jacob Fatu versus Solo. I'm like, I didn't think they announced that. Like,
too.
Sorry, Earl. That's what I thought you were talking about. But I mean, they have to start like putting those little clues, those little nuggets out there for us now to build towards, Survivor Series. So I guess time will tell. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the tag team match is official. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was for Bad Blood or if it was just happening on a random episode of SmackDown.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, well, I guess we'll see what happens. It's the time-old question: can they coexist? So
no.
We'll have to wait and see what happens. So,
hey, Chad.
So the next topic that we have. Hey, Chad, how's it going? Did you like the SmackDown season premiere on USA? I thought it was. I like the new look. I like the new logo. It's much more modern. It makes a lot more sense. So I do like that. The theme song, I'm not like super crazy about at all. What's up, Mitch? Like I said, our honorary queen of the ring, Mitchell Foley. But yeah, I wasn't really crazy about the theme song. I'm just happy to hear that they're not going to be renewing, at least this is rumor at this point, that they're not going to be renewing Def Rebel's contract that's going to expire at the end of the year. Thank Lord.
Yeah.
Um, see, even Earl thinks the theme song is whack.
Sucked
I
whack.
don't.
What is that? Sucked whack.
It sucked. It's whack. That's Earl's thing. When he thinks that something sucks, he'll say, "Man, that match was whack." Like it was not. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the theme song. I would really like to see them. When I think of like theme music, I think of like the theme music for SmackDown and Raw of the past. A lot of it was rock music, and it wasn't made by somebody like Def Rebel. It was a mainstream song made by a band or an artist. Now they have kind of gone on that path with this Megan Thee Stallion song, but I'm not crazy about it at all. I would have liked to have seen them do like a rock song, kind of getting you hyped up, get you all hyped up for the show. But like I said, they're taking a step in the right direction by not using Def Rebel. So that was nice to see, I have to say. So
I'm sure everybody's happy.
Yeah, see, Chad even says the music was lame. Yeah, not feeling that theme song. But I did like the new logo. I like the new feel. I've discussed this with Earl before. I really like the new like stage setup that they have with like the lower like screen and whatnot. So
yeah.
So like, what do you think about it?
I agreed with everything that you had said. I mean, but like as a whole, I mean, I wasn't too crazy about it, to be honest with you, because I mean, like, oh, it's the season. Not even is it the season premiere? It's on a different channel. Okay, cool. Where are the surprises? Like, it's the season premiere. Isn't this season premiere supposed to be? Oh wow, no. This was. I'm like, okay, any other friggin' SmackDown, literally. I think the only like real surprise Friday night was Cody and Roman. And even that's pushing it.
Pretty much. Like, you're absolutely right. I was like, this is supposed to be the season premiere. This is supposed to have a bigger feel to it. It's supposed to feel like a big deal to us. And I'm like, this is just like a normal episode of SmackDown. This is boring as hell. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you saved Roman coming back for the season premiere? Like, and he wasn't even on there that much. Like, come on, man. So, Earl says originally AC/DC was going to do the SmackDown theme song, but at 20K, TKO said no. Like they were supposed to pay them 20,000. I'm sorry, when you're talking about a band that is as big as AC/DC and has been around and has had as many hits as them, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a lot better than what we ended up getting. So,
touche. Real.
But yeah, just disappointed. Like, very disappointed. It's supposed to be season premiere, and I'm like, this is not good. This sucks.
Big time.
Yeah, very disappointed as a whole. Like, I feel like when you compare Raw and SmackDown, now tell me if you feel the same. I feel like when you look at Raw and SmackDown, you compare the two, I feel like Raw is the better show. It's a bigger deal than SmackDown is.
Yeah, no, agreed.
So yeah.
No, yeah, agreed wholeheartedly. I mean, we'll see if it stays that way since it's getting bumped down to 2 hours. Now, is that 2 hours going to stick?
Oh, I pray that it does. I really, 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 really hope it does.
Yeah.
Because sitting through 3 hours of TV, it's so daunting.
It's too much.
And then you have all the commercial breaks, and It's like I feel like you're bringing people. You have this show that's 3 hours, and it feels like you're having people on the show just for the sake of having, you need to fill space on a show just for the sake of having them on. There's
Yeah.
no rhyme or reason to it. There's not a storyline behind it or purpose. It's like, seriously?
Yep.
So I think 2 hours is good. You figure NXT is 2 hours. SmackDown is 2 hours. You have, if you look on the other side, you've got TNA, 2 hours. Dynamite, 2 hours. AEW Collision, 2 hours. Like 2 hours is like I think a good time. Like you do not need to make it 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping, when October 7th rolls around, we finally have the 2 hour I almost said SmackDown, the 2 hour Raw that it really sticks going into January.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I really hope so because you've heard people say on the other side of the coin that, oh, if you drop it down to 2 hours and it stays at 2 hours, you're lessening the time that people have to have opportunities to be on the show. Well, then I guess that means you need to step up your game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or you don't need to have the same people on the show every single week. Like if you have CM Punk on, like they've been doing that with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre this entire time. Like Punk was on Monday. Punk, I haven't heard yes or no, but Punk may not be on this coming Monday, and then he'll be on the Monday after. Like you don't need to have every single person on every single week. Like they didn't have Chad Gable and the Wyatt Six on last night.
Yeah. No, I don't. They just need to figure. No, yeah, agreed. They just need to figure out better.
What did you think? Did you watched Raw last night, right? So topics. What did you think?
I watched the first half.
I wanted to ask you, what did you think of the Braun Strowman?
Dude, oh my god. I was like, this is being amazing. Like, I love this. Yeah. I
know, right?
Badass. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
That match, it was so good. I'm like, holy crap. Holy crap. Like, I just kept saying, holy crap. They would do something else like, holy crap. He threw a golf cart. Holy crap. They went through a wall.
Oh my god, the ring is broken.
Yes, and he threw a fan he threw somebody, grabbed somebody out of the crowd and threw him at Braun Strowman. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, he just lawn darted that guy at Braun Strowman. Like, it was so great. It was so great. It was so great.
That was
I saw Adam Pearce shortly before we started on Twitter. Adam Pearce posted something that to the effect of Bronson Reed had a very, very high undisclosed fine, and both for throwing a fan at Braun Strowman. That's what he said. And then he said both Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed have been fined and an undisclosed amount for destroying a golf cart and going through a wall. And he listed off a couple of the things that they did last night, but oh my gosh, that was so great.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I thought Raw last night was such a good. It was so good. It was so good.
Oh yeah, no,
it was so good.
That and Damien and Dom. Those were the two best parts of it for me because I was just like, I'm like, it's a joke if they think Dominic is gonna beat the Priest. I was just like, I was enjoying him getting thrown down like a little freaking rag doll, and I was like, just keep it up, Dommy Dom, keep it up. I love it. I love it.
No, I call him dumbass Dom.
He
He's
is a
such a
dumbass.
dummy.
Yeah.
Like he really is. You know, but it's just even that the judgment, that whole new Judgment Day thing. It's getting, the way Liv Morgan acts and all their nefarious means they do to get wins. Like it's so overdone. It's
Yeah.
overdone. It's boring, predictable. Like, come on. So
Yeah.
I really hope that Rhea Ripley gets the title at Bad Blood. I really do, because Liv Morgan, like I said last week, she is not elevating it at all. It's not helping her. She is definitely not helping it. Girl, yes. Yeah, she's never defending it. Like, what is the point?
Wasn't the last time she defended it at SummerSlam? But then again, that was the last pay-per-view. PLE, excuse me.
Yeah, and that was, I think, the only time she's defended it
since getting it offered.
I said last week, WWE had zero plans to take that title off of Rhea Ripley until next WrestleMania in 2025 at the earliest. So the fact that Rhea Ripley didn't get the title at SummerSlam, I understand they needed to get Dom, they needed to get Rhea and Damian away, out of Judgment Day. Fine, no problem. Like, you guys did that, but now the next step should be to get put the title back on Rhea Ripley.
One more reason,
most definitely,
beat the crap out of Liv at Bad Blood.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. Like, Bad Blood is really shaping up to be a really good show. You got Punk and McIntyre, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
Yes. And
then you've got the tag match from SmackDown with Cody and Roman and Bloodline. You got that one too.
Debbie Downer now.
I know. So far, that's the only Debbie Downer that we have right now. Another thing that I really thought was great on Raw last night was the promo interaction between Jey Uso and Braun Breaker.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Jay was just throwing zingers at Braun Breaker, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I'm like, I absolutely love this. He was just like, I'm gonna dog walk you, and this is gonna be, better than your NFL career. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, oh, he went there.
I didn't know he was in the NFL.
Yeah, yeah. He was, I think the Baltimore Ravens, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
Yeah, he was just trying to get on the Baltimore Ravens, but I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, Jay actually went there. I'm like, that is hilarious. I was laughing so hard.
And then the spear too. Like, I was just kind of,
yes.
I was watching it, but I wasn't watching it because I was tired both times, like, because I watched half of it last night and the second half this morning, and I mean, like, I was exhausted, so I was only like paying half attention to it. But when he speared Breaker, and I was just like, did that just happen? I was like,
oh yes,
what?
It was great. It was so great. Yeah, I mean, they had several things last night that just they kept it was a good pace. They kept it moving forward. I just thought thought last night's Raw was a great show. Which that takes us to another topic here. Do you think Jey Uso is going to win the Intercontinental title anytime soon? He should. He absolutely should. Like Jay said last night on Raw, he's been in the WWE for 14 years
and hasn't won one singles
a singles title yet. I'm like, that's absolutely criminal.
Yeah,
that's just criminal. So I think that the Intercontinental Championship is a very good first step for Jey Uso.
Absolutely.
It absolutely is a good first, next step for him. the only part where I'm like, I get a little iffy on is Braun Breaker has only been on the main roster for, they said last night, 6 months. And he is a very strong presence. He's very, very good in the ring. He's good on the mic. So the question you have to ask yourself is, okay, is WWE going to want to take that title off of Braun Breaker?
Yeah. But yes, you do make many valid points with that. But people love Jay. People are going to take Jay's
he is the best entrance
in a heartbeat.
He is the most over. I think he's the most over like the wrestler that's like the most popular with fans.
Yeah.
The most over right now. His entrance, it's so interactive with the fans. It's I mean, he's hitting on all cylinders. Like, he is doing such a good job. Like I said, he should win the Intercontinental Championship, in my opinion. Most definitely. He deserves it. He's worked hard for it, to kind of separate himself. I know this is, in storyline too, but he has really set himself apart from Jimmy, from his brother. Yes, from Roman, from Solo. Like, he has set himself apart from the rest of his family. I think that this is the best next step for him, is to get the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
I really hope he wins, but I just don't know if WWE is going to want or be willing to take that title off of Braun Breaker yet. I mean, he hasn't had it for a very long time, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Unfortunately.
I mean,
unfortunately,
totally different, but I was not expecting to see Sammy take the title off of Gunther, so I was just like,
oh yeah,
holy shit. Okay, I'm like, that was wow. It's like, that's huge, but I'm like, I wasn't expecting that, so maybe they'll throw us a curveball with this too. And I mean, maybe not next week, but eventually take it off of. I mean, if Sammy can do it, Jay can do it.
Naughty Blaze, how's it going? Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you. And all of your naughty comments.
Look, it's Sarakovsky.
Oh my.
I suppose I could change it back.
Oh my.
Although I do like this one, the Lil Jon picture. I don't know why. I just really like that picture. Oh, I love Lil Jon. He's one of my faves. Yep. Okay.
Oh God. No, I don't want to look at that. Yeah, listen to Blaze. Put you and Randy back.
Okay.
Oh my God, you have jokes, Mitch. Shut up.
Oh, I think Joe Hendry's got I think his entrance is really good too.
The best entrance. I
don't know if it's the best entrance in wrestling. I think Jey Uso is definitely up there.
What Blaze said. What?
Yeah. Okay. I know I can't do the voice, but I love Lil Jon, so I'm putting his picture back up. He is one of my favorites.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh, I remember all the songs he would do when I was younger. Yeah, I like Joe Hendry. I definitely think he's getting he's one of the people that is getting a lot out of the partnership with WWE and TNA for sure. He's one of those that's getting a lot out of it. So
yeah, but how long can they keep it up? Because I mean, he literally just went for the title and he lost that.
Yeah, he didn't win that title match for sure. He definitely did not win that. And I would love to see Joe Hendry get a title, but and I said this to Mitch, I'm like, I don't feel that WWE is going to put a title on somebody that is not signed to a WWE contract.
Yeah.
Like that would be not, I don't think that would be a good idea. And I do not think that's something that they'd be willing to do, to be
no.
perfectly honest with you.
Hell no.
It's just not, but I do think that he has really impressed, hopefully, the powers that be within WWE. And when his contract with TNA is up, I think he has a built-in fan base already in WWE. So when his contract with TNA is up, I think he should go to WWE for sure.
We can stay on NXT.
Yeah. He could do NXT. And definitely, get better in the ring. I think he's got like the promo down and all of that, but have him work down in NXT and learn the WWE, the way they operate and stuff like that. So, but yeah, getting back to Jey Uso, like I definitely think Jey Uso should win the Intercontinental title for sure.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was a little, and to be perfectly honest, I was very confused by that whole storyline they had with Braun Breaker being all mad that he wasn't included in
King of the Ring.
The King of the Ring. And it's like, dude, you just got on the main roster. Like, give it a rest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he is a Steiner by blood. So, I mean, like I said, you say, it's like he has, like, I look at him, even the way he freaking walks down the goddamn aisle, I see his.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, oh my God, what in the hell?
I know, isn't that nuts?
The same. Like,
I know.
What is that?
It's wild, right? When you think about it, it's crazy. It's like, holy crap, holy.
Yeah.
So it's pretty wild when you think about it. I mean, and he is very good. I mean, for his age, I think he's like 20. He's in his, I think, mid-20s. So he is very good.
He's 26.
Oh, he's 26.
He is 26. He will be 27 next month. Yep. He's still a youngin'. Oh, yeah. No, he's as good as he is now in the ring. He has a lot of room to, I'm not even saying improve. Yeah, improve, but like to make himself even better than what he is now. And at being 26, oh, he's got a lot more time. A lot more time. Well, it's 4 more for this comment, Blaze. It's 4 more than what I've watched. I only watched the was it No Mercy? Yeah, the PLE No Mercy. The only match I watched, and hoping and praying that Joe Hendry didn't win it. Y'all can hate me all you want. I am not a fan of him. And excuse you, Mitchell.
That's okay. I mean, to each their own. I'm sure some people like him, some people don't, and that's okay.
Never saw the appeal in him, and I'm like,
I just like his funny songs that he makes up making fun of people. I think they're super funny. So that's why I like them.
Oh my God, really, Mitch? Take that now. No. Yeah. I mean, I only really kind of saw him once in the. Oh, Blaze, stop. I'll clap to that.
Oh wow.
Oh, Blaze. Oh,
Like I
Blaze.
said, I'm like, I believe in Mitchkovsky. I believe in Mitchkovsky.
I can't.
Yeah, I agree, Blaze. Like Hendry, he's funny, he's entertaining, but he's not like a super duper great wrestler. That's why I think when his contract is up with TNA, if WWE does bring him in, he should be in NXT to learn their ways, learn different, wrestling moves, different ways to do things that perhaps he doesn't know right now, or TNA is not, working to teach their superstars. I mean, he spent a lot of time on the indies, I think, before coming to TNA.
Okay.
So it's not like he had a super duper like strong foundation for success, like he would have gotten, or like the NXT wrestlers are getting, because they're in NXT and they've got coaches and they get to be in the performance center practicing their craft, getting better with time, until they, hopefully eventually make it up to the main roster on SmackDown or Raw. So yeah, his entrance is all right. Like I said, his song is very catchy. It's very much, it's very popular with the crowd, with the fans. And again, it is interactive, so it's very appealing. That's why and I think I said this last week. That's why I like Seth Rollins' entrance. People can sing along with it, and Shinsuke Nakamura, and now you have and Sammy, and now you got Jey Uso's entrance. People are yeeting all over themselves.
He just yeeted all over himself, and I'm like,
all over himself. Oh my gosh,
so
that
dirty.
clip! Like I said, that clip of Michael Cole wearing the blue foam hand that says "yeet" on it, and doing the yeet move behind the announce desk. Oh my god, it was so funny.
Himself.
Michael Cole, you yeeted all over yourself. Yeah, Mitch, don't eat all over yourself. Good grief.
Yeah, please don't. Oh my.
But yeah, I think Jey Uso definitely deserves the Intercontinental title. I think he should win the Intercontinental title. So the next topic we're going to talk about. I mean, did you have anything else you wanted to add about that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Sorry, I forgot to ask. So
you're good. Girl.
The next topic is our favorite Hell in a Cell match of all time. Oh my God, Blaze. I'm sure he does.
Oh my God. Wow.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sure he does. So favorite Hell in a Cell match. So this is tough because
yeah.
But I can't get away from the Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, where we got the debut of Kane.
Oh, never seen that.
Oh, it's so good. It's like, they were teasing it for a while. Paul Bearer was telling Undertaker, "Oh, your brother's alive. Your brother's alive. He wasn't killed in the fire when you guys were kids." You know, and Undertaker doesn't believe him because he wasn't, he was away from Paul Bearer at the time, and he wasn't taking him seriously, wasn't believing him. All of a sudden, he and Shawn Michaels had this knockdown, drag out match, Hell in a Cell match. And all of a sudden, the lights go out, and then you hear the Kane's music, and the red lighting comes out, and Kane comes out with Paul Bearer, and Undertaker first had this look of confusion, and then it was like he didn't know what to think.
Interesting. Okay, and when is this? I'm gonna have to check it out.
Oh, I think that was back in like 1996, 1997.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check that
I'm
out.
checking. I'm checking right now. Oh, I was close. October of 1997.
October 97. Okay. What pay-per-view?
Oh, wow. In Your House, Bad Blood.
What the
Yes. So he debuted at Bad Blood in 1997.
Okay, Bad Blood 97. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I mean, it's where Kane, as he's approaching the steel cage, he rips the door off the steel cage to get in there to get at Undertaker. You talk about making an impression. Holy cow. Coming out in the dark and the ominous music that, nobody's ever heard this music before. So you have this crazy ominous music, and Paul Bearer's coming out with you, and you're ripping the door off the hinges to get in the Hell in a Cell. It's like, holy cow.
Okay.
So yeah, and it was great because this was back before they turned to WWE. This was when they were still WWF.
Okay.
So you had the King and JR announcing, which I love them together.
Okay.
So it's older, but it's a very good match.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. So yeah, definitely check it out. Like I said, it was Kane's debut. It was just awesome.
Oh yeah, that's still like I always so like anything like anytime I I hear Hell in a Cell, I'm like that is literally what my mind goes to is the two of them. I think I watched that match once and I don't even remember when. Mm-hmm. But I definitely know with how brutal it was with them beating the crap out of each other, but more so Taker beating the crap out of Mankind because I mean with him slowly getting back up, you think he's done. He's like, nah, bitch, let me go, get me off this freaking gurney. I'm getting back. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh my god, I know, that was wild.
I'm just trying to think of.
I saw an interview with the Undertaker, and he said when he and Mankind were doing that match, he thought after Mick Foley crashed through the top of the cage, and just landed splat on the mat, Undertaker thought that Mick Foley had a booger in his nose. Oh, that wasn't a booger, that was his tooth. I'm like, that is nuts. That is just nuts. Yes, Blaze. Undertaker throwing Mankind off the top of the steel cage onto that announce desk. I'm never gonna forget JR calling that, like, he's dead. He broke him in half. The man has been broken in half. Like, I'm never gonna forget that.
Half, there'd be blood all over the place, and that would be murder.
Right. But yeah, it just that definitely was awesome. Awesome Hell in a Cell match.
I'm just trying to like favorite on like the also too honestly like one of the first matches that comes because it was my first. Yeah, because it was 2020. It was 2020.
Uh-oh.
I think it was my first Hell in a Cell. Oh my god, that was. But then again, I was drunk too, so I mean, I was a little over. Drew and Randy for the title.
Oh yeah.
That was like, and then I was just like, because like after that, I was like devastated. And I mean, like, I remember watching it when it was like happening, but then, like, I think because I wanted to block some of it out and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but then I watched it again sober. And I was just like, okay, I'm like, holy crap. I knew this match was brutal, but I didn't actually realize it was that brutal. Like the one thing that like just sticks in my mind, like it's seared in my brain into the table, and I'm like, and
Oh
then just
yeah.
the way Randy was stalking him, and I was just like, oh, I was just like, don't you touch him. I was like, leave him alone, god damn you.
I mean, he can be Randy gets
Oh yeah.
sadistic.
Oh yes. Big time. And I'm just like, oh my god. I was like that, yeah, that match just seared in my brain for like ever. It was good, but
Yeah.
like Jesus.
Um, Another Hell in a Cell match that I think of. Now, I know you're not going to like me mentioning this
Uh-oh.
because I know how you feel about Blondie, but you have to, you know, give a round of applause to Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins
Oh
when Cody had his torn pec
yeah.
and he takes off his jacket and you see his torn pec and that bruising on
Yeah.
his chest going down his arm. Like, I cannot imagine the amount of pain
He was in.
that he was in
Yeah.
during that match.
Mm-hmm.
And excuse me, talk about dedication to
Yeah.
your craft and what you do. He was, I mean, Triple H implored him to not go through the match, not go forward with the match, not do it.
Yeah.
Because he was already seriously injured. They already knew he needed surgery,
Mm-hmm.
but he was of the mindset, he made a commitment, and, you know, and Cody ended up giving a really great performance that night. They both did awesome. So that just for the visual of Cody's torn pec alone, I think is very, very good, very memorable Hell in a Cell match.
This is true. Yeah. Okay.
I know he's not your favorite,
I
but
it's like I think was like I don't think about like that match. It's like I forget it. I know it happened, but it's
oh
like I
yeah.
forget about not just because it's like Cody Rhodes, but it's just like I kind of forget that match actually happened, even though I know it happened. If that makes sense.
Yeah. It's, if it's not the forefront of your mind, it's hard to remember.
Yeah.
And especially when you think about greatest of all time with anything, whether it's a wrestler or a singer or a band or a match,
Mm-hmm.
wrestling match or wrestling show, or when you're put on the spot like that, it's hard to think of these things
Yeah.
just by reading a statement or reading a question. So it's okay. I got your back, girl. It's all good. um I'm trying to think of other Hell in a Cell matches.
Oh.
Wasn't the Rikishi and I think Undertaker. Yeah, Undertaker. I think Undertaker and Rikishi had a Hell in a Cell match where Undertaker pushed him off of the top of the cage, and Rikishi landed. It looked like he landed in like a pickup truck full of wood chips.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Splinter
So like
Cell.
the visual of Rikishi flying backwards off of the top of that cell and landing back first in a pile of wood chips, like, and the wood chips just flew up and flew everywhere. Yeah, they flew up and everywhere. Like that was pretty crazy to see too.
Punjabi prison match. Yeah, those are some insane matches.
Oh
But
yeah.
another Hell in a Cell that literally came to my mind, I think, as soon as The Undertaker Rikishi came to yours. Seth and Fiend
Yeah.
match was in freaking insane. Insane. So good.
It was.
So good.
Yeah. Most definitely. I mean, you get two people who are very, very talented like that. And it's hard to have a bad match.
Yeah, it is. I was gonna
When
say,
you've got people that good.
yeah, and they know what they're doing for sure. And also, Randy and Jeff Hardy, 2018, Hell in a Cell.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
was very good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just trying to think of what else other ones there are that I've actually seen.
And I hate to bring him up again, but Undertaker, Edge and Undertaker had that Hell in the Cell match at SummerSlam. I think it was like 2007 or 2008.
Okay.
Holy cow. Yeah. If you're going to watch another match, you should watch that one.
Who does he pull through? Or is that Kane that pulls him through the map? Or is it Taker?
No, I think it's Taker.
It is Taker that. Okay.
Yeah. He pulls him down and then all the smoke starts coming up like you drug Edge into hell.
Okay. So that is that map. Okay.
Yeah. Very, very, very good. I mean, that match, they had been feuding for like a year at that point.
Shit. Wow.
Yes. An entire year. So that's why when I hear people complaining about how Punk and Drew McIntyre, oh, this has been going on too long and they need to hurry up and wrap this up already, it's like, think back to 10, 15 years ago, man, they would have guys and girls, maybe not so much the ladies, but they would have guys be in feuds for a year, sometimes longer.
That's crazy.
Going back and forth. But yeah, they were in a feud for like a year at that point, and the Hell in the Cell match was the end of that feud.
Okay, which makes sense. I mean, especially with the way they ended the match.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Interesting. Well, damn.
So that was a very good match. I mean, but you're talking, again, you have two very good professional wrestlers.
Yep. Very
talented. They both knew what they were doing. So, yeah, just, it was very, very good. And there was so much emotion. You know, when you talk about wrestlers being able to tell a story.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of course, Edge and Undertaker, they were telling a story throughout this feud. So that's obviously a story, but it was like they were also telling a story in the ring during their match.
Yeah. And that's when it's really good is when they're telling that through like during the match and through the match and everything.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
most definitely. And that's why it's still to this day, because wrestling fans, we get a bad rap. They think, I feel anyway, that people think we're gullible and we have no life. Oh, I can't believe that you think all that crap is real. That shit is so fake, and it's like, okay, do you think that Cody getting his pec torn off the bone is fake? Do you think people getting concussions is fake? Like, come on, do you think people getting body slammed onto car windshields is fake?
Yeah.
None of that stuff is fake.
Nope.
Now, the storylines, those are fiction, of course. But what they do in the ring is not.
Yeah.
And that's just
Yep.
I don't know. That's just how I feel about that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I mean you've got these guys who were so good. It was just that match was great. So if you're gonna look up another match, definitely do that. I'm trying to think what other ones. I think, when I think of Hell in a Cell, there's really two main wrestlers I think of. One, obviously, is The Undertaker. I've talked about a couple of his matches. The other one is Triple H. He did a ton of Hell in a Cell matches.
I don't know how
for a very long time.
Huh.
He did a bunch. Actually, Triple H and Undertaker, there is a Hell in a Cell match with Triple H versus Undertaker, and Bret Michaels was the referee.
What?
Yep.
Jeez.
Let me look up and see when that is, because let's see. WrestleMania 28.
Taker versus I don't know how. Wow. Okay.
Taker versus Triple H. And holy crap.
Oh boy.
That was good. That was so good. Like I said, you've got these three guys, especially watching it now, I think it kind of takes me back. And in a way, I know it makes me sad because all three of them are not wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
So to see all three of those guys in the ring together, even though Shawn Michaels was the referee, not actually wrestling, but seeing all three of those guys in the ring together, like, it's very nostalgic.
Yeah.
But holy crap, they beat the holy living hell out of each other in that match.
Love that.
So it's very good. That's another one.
Okay.
That is definitely another one that I recommend. I'm looking here. So let's see. Triple H and Undertaker. There was that, I mentioned that one. I know he had, I'm looking online here. He had, in 2005, Triple H did Hell in a Cell with Batista. In 2000, he did a Hell in a Cell match with Mick Foley, Cactus Jack.
Yeah. You wanna psycho Mick Foley, Cactus Jack.
Oh yeah. Well, definitely, because I mean, those Hell in a Cell matches, man, those are no holds barred. Like, there's no disqualification or anything. But Mitch says he didn't like the Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt Hell in a Cell match. Well, yeah, I mean, I think there were good points and bad points to it. I know it's one of like the I guess you could say lower rated Hell in a Cell matches. But man, they still, both those guys just kicked each other's butts in the ring. Holy
Yeah, the
crud.
intensity of it.
Oh, Blaze, I couldn't agree with you more. Definitely, no, please, no more red cells. Just keep it the regular silver kind. It's a lot easier on the eyes when
It
you're
is.
trying to watch it. It's very distracting when you get a camera shot outside of the cage and it's like this just red monstrosity. It looks terrible.
Yeah. No, agree. What was also
Yeah.
hard in that, it's like probably just the color red in general on your eyes, because like during the Fiends matches where it was like the red lighting, and I was like, okay, this is like it's got to go. I can't like when I the wrestler
Yeah, that too in the
versus,
strobe lights he did.
versus Fiend and Randy. I mean, like it was hard like to just like see them and like see what was going on because it was like so much darker and it
Oh
was
yeah.
like painted with the red.
Well,
So it was
you had to have the lights off in order to make the red lighting more impactful, but
yeah.
still very distracting. Did not
Mhm. Yeah.
like that. Did not enjoy that at all. Not at all.
Mhm.
So please, no more red lighting, no more red
Hell.
cage. Like, just please don't do the red. Just keep it old school, back to the normal steel, like silver color. It's a lot easier for for us to watch it when it's not this bright red ridiculous thing.
Mhm.
Ridiculous cage. Did not like it. Did
Nope.
not like it. No more, no more. But yeah, so let's see what else.
Other Hell in a Cell matches that were memorable.
I'm trying to think of other ones.
It was a pretty good match. I mean, it wasn't necessarily memorable, but it was good. The New Day versus Jimmy and Jay for the titles. That was a good
Oh,
match.
okay.
That
Do you know when offhand when that one happened? So I'll have to check that out for sure because I like the Usos and I like the New Day. So
I want to say it was probably 2017. I'm not
okay.
sure off the top of my head. Let me New Day versus the Usos, Hell in a Cell. Let me see. No, I don't want that. Yeah, okay. I was right. 2017, Hell in a Cell 2017.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that sounds good too. Like I said, I like the Usos. I like the New Day. Um, so I mean, you can't go wrong when you've got two opponents in the ring who know what they're doing, especially when you're talking tag teams, because
Yeah.
it's kind of hit or miss with tag teams because they have to have good chemistry together and a
Mm-hmm.
good, be able to bounce back, bounce off of one another in a good way.
Yeah.
And they also have to be able to handle, like, no matter who you throw at them, they need to be consistent with what they do.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, but that is definitely, and you don't get much of that anymore, unfortunately.
No, I mean, it's even the same in AEW too. Like the tag division, man, they're really, really struggling with having good tag teams and building good feuds for these tag teams. I mean, you would think
But
it
yeah,
would be easier, but it's really not.
oy vey. They just need new writers all around in general.
Yeah.
AEW and WWE.
Well, I think a lot of what I've noticed, in AEW, and I know you don't watch AEW, so it's a little bit different. Sorry, y'all. I was trying to eat a little bit of dinner here. So that's why I turned my camera off for a little bit. But with AEW, I've noticed it seems like lately when they've announced, they've hired this person, it's a former WWE writer. So it's like you're seeing shades of things in AEW that happened before in WWE. And I'm like, can nobody come up with like an original thought or idea?
Yeah.
Like what is happening? What are we doing?
Yup.
But yeah, I definitely agree. The tag division, they need a lot of help. It's just they're really struggling, especially in SmackDown. I noticed like there's not really
much
any tag team action going on, and it's incredibly frustrating because you've got Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa who have the tag titles who hardly ever defend them.
Yep.
Okay. You've got, for teams, you have them, you have Grayson Waller and Theory, you have DIY, you've got the Street Profits. So that's 4 really good tag teams right there. Then if you go onto the SmackDown side, who do they have on SmackDown? I mean, they kind of interchange them, with the Wyatt Six. So they interchange people.
Made.
What was that?
American Made.
Oh yeah, American Made. Yeah, not really feeling that whole gimmick change for the Creed brothers at all. Not feeling it. No. Not feeling it in the slightest. You've got Alpha Academy, but we haven't seen them in a number of weeks, so I don't know what is going on with them.
Yeah.
We haven't seen, oh my God, Otis and Tozawa and Maxine Dupree for quite some time now. So it's hard. They just, they need a lot of help. They need a lot of help.
Having it revolve around the same stuff every week.
Well, and it's like you're having it revolve around on Raw, you're having it revolve around Judgment Day. So Judgment Day constantly has multiple appearances. They have multiple backstage segments, and it's like, okay, enough already. I feel like they're being shoved down my throat, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I haven't liked it for a while, even when Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest were still in the group. It's like, we don't need 4 or 5 segments a show with them in it, whether it's a backstage segment or a little promo. We don't need it. Like, it's really not necessary. And then I feel like on the flip side on SmackDown, it's all about the new stupid bloodline.
Yep.
And it's boring.
It is. No, it is.
It's same stuff over and over again. Don't like it. But hopefully they can start to get their crap together, especially when you've got Survivor Series coming up. So we'll see we'll see what happens with that, and I think they're doing a pretty good job of building Bad Blood so far.
Yeah, let's hope it stays that way.
I know, right? Knock on wood. Hopefully it stays. Hopefully it stays moving in that right direction. So, but yeah. So, was there anything else you wanted to bring up or chat about? Okay.
Good.
Yeah. I'm just excited for Bad Blood coming up. It's going to be great.
Yes.
I'm looking so forward to that Hell in a Cell match. Oh my gosh.
I know.
I'm looking so forward to it. Oh. That's why I said when I saw Punk on Raw last night, I was like, please I hope he beats the brakes off of Drew McIntyre. Oh, can't wait. It's going to be great.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
Like
So,
when Pierce announced that, I like exploded. And I was like, my ass is on that couch. I'm there for it. I'm there.
well, did you notice too when Pierce announced it? The way he said Hell in a Cell, it sounded just like how Vince McMahon
They
used
would
to say it
say.
back in the day. I know. I'm like, okay. He had like that deep, like grovel, like anger in his voice. But oh boy, when he said it, I was like, hell yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's gonna be so awesome.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be so awesome. But yeah, so well, that's all we have this week for Queens of the Ring, guys. So I want to thank y'all for joining us. We talked about a lot of different stuff. This is a show that is exclusive to the Hardcore Sports Network. So the only way you're going to see this is by subscribing to the Hardcore Sports Network on YouTube or following them on Spotify. We are on all major social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. So, yeah, please give us a like and a follow. We really appreciate it. And we will see and talk to you guys next week on the September 24th, next Tuesday, for the next episode of Queens of the Ring.